Welcome back my YouTube channel Old Car Stories, where we revisit the legends of the road. Machines that once ruled the streets and now live in our memories. Today, we take a closer look at a car that embodied American muscle in a compact, no-nonsense form. This car, 1970 Chevrolet Nova. The 1970 Nova marked a turning point in Chevrolet's compact car lineup. Though originally introduced as the Chevy 2 in 1962, by the time 1970 rolled around, the Nova name had taken center stage. It wasn't just a small car anymore. It was a serious contender in the muscle car era, balancing affordability with impressive performance. Visually, the 1970 model retained much of the clean, simple design language introduced in the 1968 redesign. It had a boxy, straight-edged body, wide front grille, and dual headlights that gave it a confident look without being overly aggressive. The understated design was part of its charm. It didn't scream muscle car, but it didn't need to. The power was under the hood. Buyers had a range of engine options in 1970, from a modest 153 cubic inch four-cylinder to the fire-breathing 396 V8. The most iconic of these was the Super Sport, or SS, trim, which came with a 350 or 396 cubic inch engine, making it a street sleeper with serious performance credentials. The 396, in particular, turned the Nova into a beast that could go toe-to-toe with bigger and flashier rivals. A Chevrolet's decision to offer such high-displacement engines in a relatively small and lightweight body meant the Nova SS delivered impressive acceleration. It wasn't the flashiest car at the stoplight, but it often left its competition behind. That element of surprise became part of the Nova's identity, unassuming, until it wasn't. In terms of transmission, buyers could choose from a 3-speed manual, 4-speed manual, or a turbo-hydromatic automatic. The 4-speed manual was a favorite among enthusiasts, offering the best connection between driver and machine. Gear changes were crisp, and with the right setup, the Nova could cover the quarter-mile in under 14 seconds, solid numbers for the time. The interior of the 1970 Nova was simple and straightforward. You weren't getting luxury here. You were getting focus. The dashboard layout was clean, gauges were easy to read, and everything was placed for function over form. Bench seats came standard, but bucket seats were available, especially in the SS models. Vinyl was the material of choice, and while the cabin wasn't lavish, it was durable and built to last. Chevrolet's strategy with the Nova was to offer a car that could be many things to many people. It could be a daily driver, a family car, or a weekend racer, depending on how you optioned it. That versatility helped the Nova appeal to a broad audience, from young gearheads to older drivers looking for reliable transportation. Sales of the 1970 Nova were strong, and the model played a crucial role in Chevrolet's lineup during the height of the muscle car wars. It provided a more affordable alternative to the Camaro and Chevelle while still offering similar powertrains. That made it especially popular among younger buyers and hot rodders who wanted speed without breaking the bank. Unlike some muscle cars of the era that were flashy and flamboyant, the Nova had a quieter personality. It didn't rely on stripes or scoops to make a statement. Instead, it earned respect through performance and reliability. It was often the car you didn't see coming until it was already ahead of you. In drag racing circles, the 1970 Nova quickly earned a reputation. Its lightweight and powerful engine combinations made it a favorite for weekend warriors. Even today, you'll find vintage Novas at drag strips across the country, still turning in respectable times, decades after they first rolled off the assembly line. Collectors today prize the 1970 Nova for its balance of performance and simplicity. Restored models, especially SS trims with matching numbers, are sought after at auctions and car shows. The clean lines and compact size have aged well, giving the car a timeless appeal that continues to draw interest. There's also a strong aftermarket scene for the Nova. Enthusiasts love how easy it is to work on, with plenty of parts still available. Whether you're restoring one to factory specs or turning it into a modern restomod, the Nova offers a solid platform for any project. What makes the 1970 Nova especially interesting is how it represents a bridge between eras. It carried the raw power of the 60s into the more regulated 70s, just before emissions standards and fuel economy concerns began changing the automotive landscape. In many ways, it was one of the last pure expressions of American muscle in a compact form. The Nova's name itself suggests something new and bright, and in 1970, it was exactly that. It brought muscle to the masses and proved that you didn't need to drive a huge car to have a powerful one. Its legacy is a quiet one, but strong, and still growing today among classic car lovers that it's no surprise that many who owned a Nova back in the day still speak fondly of it. It was the kind of car that left a mark, not just on the road, but in the memory. From the sound of the engine to the feel of the wheel, it was an experience that stuck with you. Thanks for joining us today on Old Car Stories. The 1970 Chevrolet Nova wasn't just a car, it was a statement. Understated, but unforgettable. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories from the golden era of the automobile.